Okay, moving on. We're now going to my electronics, my toiletries bag, and my first aid kit. And rather than putting it all out here, I'm just gonna, through the magic of editing, do them in little sections. So the first thing we're gonna do is this Hilltop pack. I like it because I like keeping things separated, not just jumped into one bag. And I like that this had a little battery indicator on it. So my Hilltop pack electronic bag is 12 grams or 0.4 ounces. Then I have a Nicor NB10000 Gen 2 energy brick. That's 155 grams or 5.5 ounces. I have a Nicor Quick Charge 3.0 USB charger adapter. This is 50 grams, and you'll notice I put my names on these. A couple years ago, a guy made a really good point to me. All the hikers go in, electric, they all stick their stuff in, and a lot of times there's been confusion about whose is what and all that fun stuff. So he labeled his and he never had any problems with it. So I thought, that's a great idea. I'm gonna label my stuff too. So that's why that's on there. The Nicor NU25 360 lumen LED headlamp with a cord. It is the one, this is before they actually started selling them with the ultralight cord. There was a tutorial online and I went ahead and did that tutorial and made my own. It's absolutely comfortable, makes it much lighter at 35 grams or 1.23 ounces. The Apple Watch that I've been wearing is going with a band, is 298 grams or 10.5 ounces. And that's because I got rid of the silicone band because of the leaching of the chemicals and went with the stainless steel band, and I absolutely love it because I can make it as loose or as tight as I want. And when I am hiking with my trekking poles, I can loosen it up, move it up a little bit, and the band doesn't start turning my watch on and off with that dial part. Then I'm using the Shokz Open Run earbuds with the charging cable. These are the mini. I started out with a normal one, and it was so annoying that as you turn your head, your neck, your jacket's like moving around. So if you have the normal size, you might want to go see if you can fit yourself for the minis. I think they work great, and I've not had any problem with it sticking anywhere. Oh, I thought my Google thing was talking to me. Anyway, yeah, it was. So I don't know what it's doing. Must be the ghost of Alphabet. Open Run earbuds with charging cable, 37 grams or 1.3 ounces. Then I went with this company called Cable Creation because initially I bought all my equipment so I could have one cable with this these adapters that you could swing around and put on, and it was just really bulky and really long. And I know some people say, hey, get a really long cord so you can stick it behind like pop machines and plug it in, and I get that too. So I'm going out on a limb here, and I went with shorter cables that were lighter that fit in a smaller bag. And I found this one company called Cable Creation. This is a USB-C to USB-C 6 inches, weighs 7 grams or 0.3 ounces. This is Cable Creation USB 2.0 to USB-C 6 inches, it's 8 grams or 0.3 ounces. And then this little Cable Creation USB-C to micro USB, 7 grams, 0.3 ounces. And this little cheap ass, this thing from Walmart I saw in a bin by Renmo, R-E-N-M-O-U. It's an iWatch wireless charger USB-C, which goes right into the end, and at night it takes like 20 minutes to charge my iPhone. And I thought, this is fantastic, rather than another long iPhone or ohm cable. That's another cable I gotta take care of. And then all of that is going to fit into this little electronics bag to keep it safe from like any sort of moisture. So this is by great value. It's a portion control snack bag, the 3.5 by 5 and 5.875 inches. It's 3 grams and it weighs 0.1 ounces. And we're almost done. I saw this come out and I kind of like this because this battery on here, even just running, I think I've had it running 14 days and it still had 30% power. Now, I'm hoping if I ever need this, I won't be out there for 14 days, but I thought that was pretty damn good. And so what I'm gonna do is charge it, and I'm not gonna have it on during the day until I get to camp, and then when I wake up, I'm gonna send my message. Halfway through the day, I'll turn it on, send my other, like, I'm safe, I'm still going message. And then at night, I'm gonna send the, I'm safe, here's where I'm gonna stay the night message. But I'm not going to keep it running the whole time. I don't think. Who knows? Maybe I will. Maybe I get sick of turning on, turning off, turning on, turning off. But I was really impressed at how much, how long it lasts. The only thing I don't like, it doesn't come with a carabiner to put on there. But then I also realized if you take your pack off and you're supposed to take this with you when you go get water in case you get separated. I thought, well, maybe I'll just put it on this lanyard thing and I'll kind of keep it in either one of my hip pocket or like the pockets that are like the cargo pockets on the side of the pants. So we'll see how this goes. I think it'll be a good addition, and it works with software on your iPhone to check out, like if you're lost, how to track back, if you laid the breadcrumbs and all that fun stuff, which I don't think I'll be doing. Anyway, that is what I'm gonna do with that. And then, yeah, Flex Tail, kind of fell in love with this. I did this when it was, send us money and we're going to make this great thing. And it wasn't the company's fault, but the company that managed it. Yeah, they really screwed that up. So I will never do, I think it was an Indiegogo. I will never do an Indiegogo ever again. Anyway, this is the 1.2 Flex Tail Zero Pump, and it weighs 57 grams. Or 2.7 ounces. So altogether, all my electronics, which are probably cut off on the view there, are going to be 1,054 grams or 1.05 kilograms, which is 37.33 ounces or 2.3 pounds. So that's pretty damn light, and that's a lot of power. I will get a charge of about 3 to 4 times, so kind of hoping in between picking up food, I can charge this battery, and it does quick charge really quick. I think it was 45 minutes to a full charge, and I don't think I'll be bringing it in dead, let's hope, because I won't be using any of this equipment because I'm not hiking. Okay, bye. Next one, coming up. Okay, we are at the midway point of this video. I am now going to go over my first aid kit. To start with, it is a Light AF Dyneema first aid bag. It weighs 10 grams or 0.4 ounces. Then I have an Allen Company foam earplug with hard case. I was putting it in like a little prescription Ziploc baggie, but this kind of worked better for me. And this weighs 5 grams or 0.2 ounces. Now I have a little RX bag. These are Walmart brand Equate. You can get them in the prescription aisle. And these are 30 ibuprofen in the baggie, which totals 3.5 grams or 0.1 ounces. Then I have little blister packs, 2 blister packs, 8 pills of anti-diarrhea, or diarrheal, I guess that sounds better. This weighs 4 grams or 0.1 ounces. Then I brought some Benadryl. I've got 12 pills here in an antihistamine blister pack, 10 grams or 0.4 ounces. And I need to check because just recently, I would say it was in December, yes, I found out I had sinusitis and they gave me Flonase. Never had that in my entire life. Flonase is an antihistamine as far as I understand. Now, I need to check if I can take this for like bee stings and keep that swelling down, or if I need to not do that. So if anyone knows, if you take Flonase, can you take these standard Benadryl antihistamine tablets? That'd be good to know. And you know, if you're not a doctor, that's cool. Just tell me your story and I'll try and figure it out myself. And I'm also going to go to my high-paid doctor, Dr. ChatGPT, and he will kind of help me. So then I've got this little teeny tiny Equate RX bag, 0.5 gram. I figure that comes to about 0.02 ounces. And inside of that, I have a white Sawyer filter gasket because you can lose those a lot on the trail. I hear stories about it all the time, and if you don't have this gasket, you cannot filter water. And then next to it, these two little green things you see right here are OTOMs, and it's made by OTOMs, O''Tom''S, and they are called tick twisters, because a lot of people get that very popular tick key, and no one's ever said anything good about that. This seemed to be, other than taking a pair of tweezers, which I am bringing in with my Equinox Swiss Army knife. Anyway, these seem to also have really great reviews on how to remove ticks with these, and it has a really teeny tiny one and a kind of average size one. So I would recommend looking up these videos online for the OTOM's tick twisters. Then I have a first aid baggie. Once again, another great value, double zipper baggie, 3.5 by 5.875 inches, 3 grams or 0.1 ounces. And in this, I have a sheet of tenacious tape, sil nylon patches that will go in that bag. Those are 3 grams or 0.1 ounces. I have my Z-Packs there are 3 1 by 5 inch Dyneema tape strips that'll go in that bag. This doesn't even weigh anything, so I'm just saying it weighs a gram, which is 0.035 ounces. And go ahead, put your comments in the story. I know Band-Aid's not going to save your life. You can put some duct tape on it and you'll be good to go. Neither here nor there, I am still going to take my Equate 4 heavy-duty fabric antibacterial bandages. Those will go in the Ziploc bag, 4 grams, 0.1 ounces. I'm not trying to like stop a severed wound. I'm just trying to stop some bleeding that, maybe I can take care of. If it doesn't work, obviously I'll put duct tape over it. Then I have members marked alcohol swabs. There are 2 packs or 4 packets of swabs in it. This is 4 grams or 0.1 ounces. I have 2 little packets you rip off and you squeeze out this little antibiotic ointment, and it's called Antibiotic and Pain to Go packet. Pain relief ointment. Well, no, when we were a kid, it got sprayed with Bactine. It didn't relieve any pain. In fact, it probably hurt more than it really helped. Anyway, 2 grams or 0.1 ounces. And then I made this little sheath here because this is, as a diabetic, have really brittle nails. And I realized the hard way, not with this equipment, another piece, a jacket I had, that if I have a tear in my nail, it can rip this denier on my sleeping bag or my tent and stuff like that. So I do keep an emergency nail file in this sheath. It is by Revlon because I'm worth it, and it is 3 grams or 0.1 ounces. And then Nemo gives you this little repair kit in its own little Ziploc bag. It weighs by itself 3 ounces, but depending on the humidity in the room, it also weighs 4 grams or 0.1 ounces. I have a safety pin by Singer, and these are not those cheap pieces of crap that they put out anymore. I mean, this has been passed down since probably 1950. It's an actual pin where you can pinch it and it's not gonna like bend while you're using it. So I would recommend getting one of those. And this is, it didn't register. I'm gonna say it's 1 gram or 0.035 ounces. And I had a crown put in about, I guess it's now been 3 years ago. And I was chewing on some nice crunchy bacon in a BLT and realized I almost bit my tooth because the crown came off, and I freaked out because I'd never had that happen before and I didn't know what would happen. Turns out now I understand what a crown is, and not to take around $1,800 worth of tooth stuff somewhere in my bag. I found out you can get this stuff by Dentemp, D-E-N-T-E-M-P, and it's called Recap It Crown and Cap Repair Paste. It's a temporary thing. As far as I know, dentists love it. They're like, yeah, if you need it, we can use this solution and get it all taken care of and fix it. So that weighs 3 grams or 0.1 ounces. So total weight, I am so proud of this first aid kit that makes me feel safe, sound, and secure. It weighs 62.5 grams or 0.06 kilograms, which equals 2.2 ounces or 0.13 grams. Ta-da! Be right back with the final one, which are my toiletries that I'm going to be taking with me. Okay, last one in this video. This one should go pretty quick. I'm now going to go over my toiletries, or like what you get up in the morning for your bathroom. This is a Hilltop Packs toiletries bag. It's 12 grams or 0.4 ounces. I have another nail file. This is for like my everyday use. It is 3 grams or 0.1 ounces. And then as a diabetic, you got to take care of your feet. And so the best routine that I found is if I get a pumice stone. So I found this really cheap light one. It's an equate pumice stone. It weighs 18 grams or 0.63 ounces inside another equate double zipper bag, 3 grams, 0.1 ounces. And then in my 30-day supplies that my sister will be sending me, I will be replacing the couple of these items, probably the most. Like the file, the razor blade, I'll get to in a second, and the toothpaste. So what I have here is I had these toothpicks, Dentapicks, that I really kind of liked. And then I found out they are leaching and microplastics and PFAF. So I like these, what are they called? Dental flossers. They're micro mint. I have them in another RX bag. With the bag, there are 6 of these. And that should last me a month if you reuse it. Where'd it go? And these are 5 grams or 0.18 ounces. Then I have a single edge safety razor because I have never in my entire life ever been able to grow a beard that didn't make it look like I was a methamphetamine addict who was homeless. That was before meth was even invented. That's what people thought. So I will be not shaving, but I will be growing a goatee and being able to trim that. So this will be basically for the sides and to trim up the neck, because you're going to see on the video weeks and weeks and weeks of itching because I hate beards. Anyway, I'm going to do it though because my mom loves it, so it'd be good for her to see. Now, I have, and this is 5 grams or 0.18 ounces. Then, okay, I started out with, everyone drills holes and cuts off the handle on their toothbrush. This was given to me in one of the orders. A lot of these people, the cottage companies especially, when you order something, they throw in some extra free stuff. And I was like, oh my God, I don't have to get a thumb toothbrush. They sent one with this little cap on it. And then someone kind of mentioned, and I thought it made some sense, that one of the best ways to get Giardia is to take a dirty hand and stick it in your mouth. And these thumb toothbrushes, your fingers are getting into your mouth every time you brush. So I was like, okay, let's get rid of that. What am I going to do? I need a toothbrush. Look, I don't know why people go to all that trouble to cut things off. This is a kid's toothbrush. It's made by Radius. Picked it up at Walmart. It's soft, like the dentist recommends. And it's 8 grams or 0.3 ounces. So I'm going to be walking the trail and brushing my teeth with a kid's toothbrush. We'll see how that goes. Then I have Procter & Gamble Crest and Scope toothpaste, 28 grams or 1 ounce. And this is going to be the best thing for my feet, actually. And I don't put it on during the day because the moisture in your feet during the day can cause issues with blisters and friction. So I will be doing it at night when I wash my feet and change my my socks into my clean socks. I'll be putting on this, so I'll have some moisturizing, mostly on my heels overnight. And this is O'Keefe Healthy Feet Foot Cream. Brand new. This weighs 76 grams or 2.7 ounces. And this is not the stuff that he used, but Frozen. If you ever go back to Frozen's Outdoor Adventures, he kind of got me interested in this, and it seemed to work for him. He doesn't use this brand. He uses another brand that you can buy on his website. But this is what I found that's readily available, and there's several Walmarts up and down the trail. And this will last me a good long time. Then I bought this. Someone said, why do you need a mirror? Why do you not need a mirror? Well, I don't like shaving in streams or, trying to figure out my reflection in a clear pool of stagnant water. So I found this Coglins. It's this company that makes cheap camping crap, not backpacking stuff, but like stuff for kids. Like, oh, I want a mirror, I want a mirror. So I got a mirror and I made myself a little paper sheath to go over it. So it's a Coglins acrylic mirror with a paper back, and they have a paper back that makes the mirror on it, and it's a pretty good mirror. And I'm going to use it pretty much for shaving. Also, someone else used this in a video, I can't remember his name. It helped him find like ticks on the top of his head and on his back when he had another mirror. So I thought that was pretty cool, and I thought it would be kind of useful. Also, it gets down into those nether regions you can't see. And then lastly, my nail clippers by Trim. They are 20 grams or 7 ounces. So total package price, or no, total package weight will be 198 grams or 0.2 kilograms, which is 7 ounces or 0.4 pounds. So up next, I will be sharing with you my privy kit, my ditty bag, and how all of this in the video incorporates into that bag, and how I will be taking my medications on trail. Never saw anyone do that, so I had no resources, so did a lot of talk with my Dr. ChatGPT and found out what's going to be the best way to do that. So if you got any questions, put them in the comments. I'm loving them, and I will get back to you ASAP. Thanks, bye.